Thutmose III, also known as Thutmose the Great, was one of ancient Egypt's most notable pharaohs. He reigned during the 18th dynasty, from 1479 BCE to 1425 BCE, and is often celebrated for his military campaigns, statecraft, and significant contributions to the expansion and consolidation of Egypt's empire. He is remembered for transforming Egypt into a powerful imperial force, and his reign marked a high point in Egypt's new kingdom. Early life and ascension to the throne. Thutmose III was born around 1504 BCE to Pharaoh Thutmose II and his secondary wife, Isis. His mother, Queen Mutnofret, was not a royal figure, and thus Thutmose III's status as heir to the throne was initially not secure. His half-sister, Hatshepsut, who was the daughter of Thutmose I and the primary wife of Thutmose II, ascended the throne as queen regent after the death of her husband in 1504 BCE. Hatshepsut's rise to power marked a significant political shift, as she took on full pharaonic duties, possibly due to Thutmose III's youth at the time of his father's death. Hatshepsut ruled for approximately 22 years, effectively acting as both a regent and a de facto ruler, during which Thutmose III remained largely in the background. It is believed that she took on the role of pharaoh for most of her reign, even adopting the traditional male titles and symbols associated with kingship. Thutmose III, however, would eventually take the throne after Hatshepsut's death, when he was about 22 years old. Military campaigns and expansion of the empire. Once Thutmose III became pharaoh, he immediately set out to expand Egypt's territories through military campaigns. He was an extraordinarily skilled military leader and is often regarded as one of Egypt's greatest military strategists. His reign was marked by more than 17 campaigns in the Levant, Syria, and Nubia. Thutmose III's military career is best known for his campaign at Megiddo, one of the first major battles of his reign. Megiddo, located in modern-day Israel, was a significant conflict against a coalition of Canaanite princes. The battle was a decisive victory for Thutmose III, and it is often seen as a symbol of his military genius. He led his forces through a narrow mountain pass, catching the enemy by surprise and overwhelming them, despite their numerical advantage. Following this victory, Thutmose III successfully captured several key cities, consolidating Egyptian control over the Levant and increasing Egypt's wealth and influence in the region. In the following years, Thutmose III continued his military conquests. His forces successfully pushed into northern Mesopotamia, expanded into the region of Syria, and even campaigned in the area of the Euphrates River. He campaigned across the eastern Mediterranean, gaining tribute and loyalty from the vassal kingdoms. Thutmose III's empire extended far beyond the Nile Valley, and Egypt became a dominant power in the ancient Near East during his rule. Administrative and architectural achievements. Thutmose III was not only a military leader but also an effective ruler who managed the Egyptian state with precision. He solidified Egypt's imperial system, establishing a network of fortified cities and military outposts in newly acquired territories. His ability to maintain control over distant lands through both military strength and diplomacy helped to stabilize Egypt's rule over vast territories. Domestically, Thutmose III initiated extensive building projects throughout Egypt. One of his most famous contributions to Egyptian architecture was the development of the Temple of Amun at Karnak. His reign saw the construction of numerous temples, monuments, and statues, many of which were designed to honor the gods and affirm his legitimacy as pharaoh. Thutmose III was also responsible for expanding Egypt's trade networks. His military successes enabled Egypt to establish strong economic ties with various regions, and his empire became a hub for the exchange of goods, including timber, gold, and luxury items. The role of Hatshepsut in his reign. While Thutmose III is often celebrated for his military prowess, the role of Hatshepsut in his early years should not be overlooked. It is believed that Thutmose III and Hatshepsut had a complex relationship. After her death, Thutmose III sought to erase her memory from official records, removing her name and likeness from monuments and inscriptions. This was likely due to his desire to assert his own authority as the legitimate ruler. However, it is important to note that without her regency, Thutmose III would not have had the opportunity to grow into the leader he became, nor would he have had the chance to develop his military and administrative skills. Thutmose III's legacy. Thutmose III's reign left an indelible mark on Egypt. His military campaigns and territorial expansion brought wealth and power to the kingdom, and his leadership helped solidify Egypt's dominance in the ancient world. By the time of his death in 1425 BCE, Egypt was one of the most powerful and prosperous empires in history. Thutmose III's legacy was carried on through his son, Amenhotep II, and later his descendants, who continued the imperial policies he established. His name was revered in Egypt, and many of his monuments and statues still stand today as a testament to his achievements. Thutmose III was buried in the Valley of the Kings, and his tomb, KV34, remains one of the most important royal tombs in the region. Thutmose III's reign marks the pinnacle of Egypt's military and imperial might during the New Kingdom. His leadership in both warfare and governance, as well as his ability to navigate the complexities of Egypt's political and military landscape, secured his place as one of Egypt's greatest pharaohs.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.